How to make a power-up foam plane Part 4. In the last part of this how-to series, we have made the power-up module mount. And it works. We are now going to strengthen it, for it needs to be strong enough to withstand the repeated mounting and dismounting of the power-up smart module. The way of this strengthening is to add another layer of paper to the paper mount. First, let's add another bottom piece to the mount. Once again, you can fold the piece in a way to hide the words printed on the piece after it is glued to the mount. When this is done, you will see a clean surface. For this piece, we cover the entire area of its inside surface with glue. Align the center line of the second lower mount piece with the center crease of the first lower mount piece. Squeeze and press, making the bond a good one. Check to see if the updated mount is still working well with the power-up module. Okay, the groove seems to be stuck. We do some prying in it with a knife. And try to mount the smart module again, and this time it is working. Now, we have come to gluing the last mount piece. Cover the entire piece with glue on one side. Once again, align carefully, and use the small folded piece as a guide. Once satisfied with the alignment, press the part to make the bond permanent. Okay. This is the last opportunity to lay the work-in-process airframe flat on the table, because we are going to glue the vertical stabilizer next. To make the plane look nicer, we can use scissors to trim the edge of the paper mount. Of course, this is purely cosmetic, which has no effect on the plane's performance. Next, we are going to glue the vertical stabilizer. I'd like to put a decal on the vertical stabilizer, which is for the look rather than the performance of the plane. Indeed, we could have skipped this step. The name of the plane was already printed as a part of the template. Why don't we just make use of it as a decal to decorate our plane? We should make the margins as small as possible for the sake of saving weight when cutting the decal. This part of gluing doesn't concern with the structural strength of the plane. Therefore, we use as little glue as possible to keep the plane light. In fact, we only apply glue on paper and that will do the job. Okay, we are going to install the vertical stabilizer like this. We need to put glue on all the sides of the 3 tabs and the bottom side of the vertical stabilizer in between the tabs. Spread the glue evenly before inserting the tabs of the stabilizer into the slots of the wing. At this juncture, it would be nice to be able to press the wing against a flat surface to ensure that the wing remains straight, but the installed paper mount gets in the way. One solution is to hang the paper mount part outside the table edge and only press the part surrounding the vertical stabilizer. That should be good enough. I'm sorry that the action is outside the frame, but I think the idea is easy to understand. So forgive me for not showing the action in the frame. Now, check the vertical stabilizer to see if it is really vertical. If not, we can make it vertical now while the glue is not dry yet. I use the grid lines on the cutting mat to aid the checking. You can also use other methods. Turning the plane around, we can see everything looks alright, and the building is done. Now the plane is built, what is next?